Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures. This is entirely a test. I've no idea how this is going to turn out, but for want of something better to do, I want to do something more than article reads. Thought we'd try an unboxing. Hopefully I got the right settings on the phone, because that's what we're recording with. Yeah, apparently so. So, Land Raider Proteus, I am going to be running a armored spearhead, and I do need some Land Raiders, so this is one of the Land Raiders I've got. I missed the opportunity to do a decent sort of look at the Spartan because I've half built it, and this is basically going to be the same kit, just missing a sprue. So this is the front, obviously. This is the back. Ta-da. Okay, so we've got the Imperial Fists and Sons of Horus on the right-hand side. With the color schemes, we got the transfers and we got some pictures. And the loadout, so it's Gravis Cannon, Las Cannon, Twin-Linked Heavy Bolter, Twin-Linked Heavy Flamer, Twin-Linked Las Cannon, and the front access point. So, let's actually have a look at the insides. Alright, grey plastic sprues of doom. Okay, I'll just have to do these slightly weirdly. We have here vehicle accessory sprue. As always, we got the different hatches, top hatches, etc. We got havoc launchers, flamers, Vulcarins even, melter guns, smoke grenade launchers, the dozer blade. We got a couple of people to drive it, essentially with sponson weapons. Pintle mounted weapons, and we also got a havoc launcher and a hunter killer. Right there. As per usual, you get that in every single vehicle. Currently, as far as I'm aware. Also got the... what would you call this? The side-mounted sponsons right here. With the twin-link las cannons. Very nice. Things you love to see. I will be rolling with these on pretty much everything, I believe. Unless anything weird happens, of course. I do need to do a tutorial at some point on magnetizing them. If there's any interest in that at all. Should be a relatively simple job. We've got here the track assemblies. I don't know if that's what they're called, but that's what I'm calling them. So the track assemblies are right here. Got the side hatches here and here. And we've got a couple of sensors up. We've got a sort of computer thing. Two different sorts of sensors, I guess you'd call them. Right here and here. We've also got some Legion markings, Imperial Fists and Sons of Horus, as they are kind of the main two factions in this age of darkness that we're currently in, over the siege of Chthoniya. We've got a pointy hand, one of the most important parts of any, especially any leading kind of character or HQ unit. There's not a pointing hand option or a cape. I'm not interested. We've got here the track themselves, the tracks. We have a sort of exhaust stack right here, as you can see with the exhaust there. We've got all the track links and whatnot. We've got the hull-mounted las cannons, hull-mounted bolter, and hull-mounted flamer units right there. And we've got the floor assembly right here as well. Very important. Got the main part coming up. We have, I guess, the central section of the Land Raider. We've got the side assemblies here with the which the hatches recess into. I do have a couple of Imperial Fist ones from Forge World that existed ages ago. Thankfully, knocking around. Otherwise, I know you can get 3D printed files if that is your jam. Otherwise, the plain ones work just as well as anything else. We've also got a... I think this is the for the Explorator, I believe. The Land Raider Explorator, or however you say that. Haven't looked at it in a while, so I've forgotten if that's how it's pronounced. Anyway, that is an option. We've also got the front kind of hatch assembly where you can open the hatch, the front hatch, and see inside, and obviously paint the insides like a normal person, which is a very important thing. And am I missing out anything here? We've got some light things. You know, I should start, when I do these, I should remember to maybe look at the instruction manual first so I know vaguely what I'm talking about, rather than just desperately trying to remember what things are. Talking about instructions, they're coming next. However, those are the transfers, very snazzy as well. And you obviously got the best side on the left with the Imperial Fists, and you got the naughty side on the right, which is Sons of Horus. Lovely stuff. Yep. As basic as they always are, and this is the instructions. I almost called it the instructor. That would be very strange. Let me just check the camera to see if this is even going where it should be. It's just about. I tried recording before and the camera ended up, well, it was basically pointing where it shouldn't be. That's all I'm going to say on that one. Instructions, read this first. There's a sort of explanation of symbols right there. Don't glue this. Glue this, multiple options, variant assemblies, multiple processes, repeat multiple times, rotating parts, all that sort of stuff. This is what we need. Citadel glue. Well, not specifically Citadel glue. Just plastic cement. Some clippers. Mold line remover if that is your jam. That is basically it. And this is the instructions. Got to build the left and the right side to hold all the tracks. That's pretty self-explanatory. Put the tracks on. You can paint the tracks on the sprue and then glue them on separately. It depends really on the paint scheme, I suppose. And how you intend on painting it and weathering it and that sort of stuff. It can be a bit of a fiddly job, going around and making sure the metal gets everywhere it should on the tracks and not on the hull. But, you know, some people prefer doing things different ways. Building the back portion of the Land Raider, where the exhaust stacks come out of. I'm calling them exhaust stacks because that's what I'm calling them. There you go. Build them in two halves. Smack them on each side. Attach them to the the underside, I guess, is the word I'm going to use. Okay. We do have 3 options up here. I keep having to check the camera. This kit can be used to assemble either a Land Raider Proteus carrier or a Land Raider Proteus Explorator. Yeah, I got it right. Correct. Well done. So there's the carrier version, which will carry my terminators. The Explorator, I can't remember the rules for this, but that's with the little weird-looking dozer blade at the front. And you can also get the Explorator with a slightly different option at the front with a hull-mounted weapon. So there is a bit of a difference between the 2 Explorator versions. If you're going to do the carrier, then you got to build the assault hatch or the disembarking hatch. I can't remember if it's an assault one or not. Don't glue the hatches if you want to open and close them. Otherwise, glue them shut if you never want to see inside it again. And, yeah, well, it's just basically following the instructions. It's relatively simple. I will hopefully be able to do a video on building this at some point. Next time I get a decent break, and I've got a decent amount of hours ahead of me, I would like to do a building stream for this. Unfortunately, the painting is going to have to wait until I can get to that. We've got hull-mounted options here. We've got the twin-linked heavy bolter, twin-linked las cannon, twin-linked heavy flamer. Those go above the, I'm going to call it the assault hatch. Whether or not disembarking hatch, it can go there. You don't have to glue it, so you can turn it left and right if that is your wish. The Explorator. The front door doesn't drop down, so it's kind of locked in place. That's all there is to it. If you're really scared of painting the inside, you just build this version, or just close it. And you can build the same option, but with the rotating sort of the gun, twin-linked hull-mounted weapons. And then we've got the twin-linked las cannon on each side. You got to build 2 of these, one for each side. You don't need to glue them into place because they sort of, you put them on and then you rotate them 90 degrees and then they're kind of locked in place, which is really good for transport. I did say I was going to sort of magnetize them. I didn't mean these particular ones. I meant for like the Predators and any other guns where you can change the side bits. That's about it, really. Almost. We've got the pintle-mounted combi weapons, all the choices for the hatches, the pintle-mounted Havoc launcher, weapons, hatch options with the gunner. Lots of options. Options are always good, just to make things look a bit different. Nothing worse than, well, I don't know, everything looking regimented and nice and tidy does have its aesthetic positives as well. Anyway, closed hatches, the commander, all that kind of stuff. I am looking forward to that Forge World commander to come out for my Imperial Fist with the Iliastus Assault Cannon. That is going to go on one of my Sicarans. Anti-killer missile, smoke launcher, searchlight. And there we go. That's basically all of that kind of jazz. That's it, really. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess 5 sprues. That's all there is, really. 5 sprues in this kit. It's going to be relatively nice and easy to build. Folks, if you've made it this far, firstly, thank you so much for watching this video. I know basically the article reads that I've been doing are not ideal. I'm going to slowly try and change that, at least while I'm in this temporary house. But if you'd like to support me, do smash that like button and also make sure you're subscribed. Check the bottom right-hand corner. There should be a bell. No, a word which says subscribe. Press that button. It's a good one to press. And that's all I got to say. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.